Personally, I think I have too much bloom. Maybe that's the trouble with me. I mouth along with Judy Garland while watching Meet Me in St. Louis. I have too much bloom. I'm certain of that. 19 years old and I've never even kissed a guy. This pureness is involuntary and lonely, but these old movies bring me comfort. The romance, the innocence. It's idyllic. I live in my childhood bedroom. My friends have all gone away to college, and I stayed behind to become a famous actress. Having been awarded Best Actress my senior year, I strongly believed that a plaque from the local trophy shop was my key to stardom. But it's collecting dust in the garage, along with the other artifacts of my childhood. I'm not a famous actress. I'm not even an actress. I've quit the last 6 jobs I've had. I want a career that showcases my myriad of talents, something that doesn't involve wearing a visor. While wandering through the outlet stores, I stumble upon a dream world encased in glass and dropped my Wetzel's pretzel. It's filled with 1940s decor and waitresses wearing the most charmingly adorable uniforms I've ever seen. Ruby's Diner. It's basically the acting opportunity I've been waiting for. Playing the role of a 1940s waitress, I will become Judy Garland. This won't be waiting tables. This will be an 8-hour daily performance. My strengths? I'm a team player, I'm responsible, and a real people person. My weaknesses? I'm a perfectionist. And perpetually too early. The manager looks up from his clipboard. Well, young lady, it looks like you're what our team needs. We're looking for a new hostess anyway. He hands me my uniform and a handbook. Okay, a 1940s hostess is just as important of a role. I rewatch Meet Me in St. Louis when I get home and spend the evening practicing the old-timey movie diction. Personally, I think I have too much bloom. I study 1940s makeup and hairstyles. Ruby's has strict guidelines for their employees' appearance, all the way from hair color to nail polish. It's my first day. I spend an hour perfecting my pompadour. In this uniform, I am not a 19-year-old freeloader. I am an actress. I coat my lips in ruby red, rouge my cheeks, smooth out my apron, hike up the crotch of my nude pantyhose, and tie my saddle shoes. I'm ready to take the stage, to bring Broadway to burgers. The manager gives me a once-over as I walk in. He's probably really impressed with how much effort I put into my appearance. Can you step in the kitchen? I haven't even had a chance to put my purse down yet. Maybe you missed the section in our handbook about physical appearance, but your makeup's too heavy. Step in the employee restroom. Tone it down, hon. I go into the bathroom and blot my lipstick. It looks like I've just consumed a large glass of cherry Kool-Aid. I rub the rouge off my cheeks until my skin is sore. I inhale and close my eyes so tears won't escape. This isn't how my day is supposed to start. An hour later, I've completely moved past my manager's disapproval of my makeup. I've taken on a Ginger Rogers type of strut while guiding people to their tables, and I'm putting my old-timey impressions to good use. My coworkers are watching me with looks of confusion and disdain. But I am not an idiot. This is just what a method actress does. Howdy-ho, folks, right this way. The faces of the elderly couple light up as I escort them to their seats. You know, young lady, you're the most authentic person here, the older gentleman says. I am elated, but I don't break character. Well, that's just about the most swell thing I've heard all day. I wink and start off in a jitterbugging manner. I love this job. This is something I can see myself doing forever. But I won't have to, because this is where I'll be discovered. Someone will come in, notice my natural stage presence, and I'll go from lunch rush to leading lady. I'll stop by, grab a burger for old time's sake, and I'll hear, "Excuse me? Are you? Oh my gosh, you are! I love your work." Yep, I should enjoy the simple life while it lasts. This is the epitome of good, clean fun. The manager is watching me with a customer. I end the conversation by saying, "No problem." He calls me into his office. "Listen, doll, when you say no problem, it is a problem. It makes the customer feel like they've inconvenienced you. And the customer is always right. Understand?" He clicks his pen slowly like he's counting the seconds until I respond. "Understood, sir." My devastation and weakened charisma take over. This is the only job I've ever been excited about, and I've somehow managed to screw up twice already. I can't bring any more negative attention to myself. I'm no longer a Judy Garland wannabe. The dinner crowd has started flooding the restaurant, and I jog to the front to answer the phone. "Thank you for calling Ruby's. This is Esther. How can I help you?" "Hey, Esther," he says. "Do I know you?" His voice flirtatiously shifts. "Guess who?" It doesn't sound like anyone I know. "Sorry, I have no idea." "I'll give you a hint." Okay. "I've got a huge cock." Whiskey drinking warmth oozes over my face. I've never even said that word aloud, let alone used it as a defining trait for someone. The lobby is a sea of screaming babies, uncomfortable strangers packed like sardines on the sticky vinyl benches, and awkward teenagers on group hangs. No single men on cell phones. How am I even supposed to handle phone calls of this nature? I remember the manager's warning. The customer is always right. I can't tell anyone. 5 minutes later, the phone rings. "Hello, thank you for calling Ruby's." "Hi, Esther." I shouldn't be talking to him, but what will happen if I hang up? I've seen the Scream movies. You don't want to piss off the caller. "How's it going?" "Good." I think maybe you're a little bit bad." He hangs up. This guy could be calling from anywhere, watching me through the window while sitting in the parking lot in his decrepit pickup truck, chain-smoking cigarettes, counting down until closing time. And then, while I'm walking to my car, I'll hear someone slowly whistling that Twisted Nerve song from Kill Bill. Or maybe he's already waiting in the back seat. The possibilities are endless. An hour passes of radio silence. Maybe he's given up. The enormous weight of his allegedly huge cock has been lifted off my shoulders. It was just a prank call, after all. I've made my share of them. I'm certainly guilty of calling KFC and asking how big are your breasts. But I was 12. I start my closing duties humming Judy Garland's Get Happy. What's first on the list? Empty women's sanitary disposal bin. A water burp floods my mouth. I hate disposing of my own tampons, but now my nostrils are about to drown in the stench of the uterine linings of strangers. This was not in the handbook. I lift the lid of the metal box, gag, and slam it shut. The phone is ringing. I run up front, but the other hostess answers it. Let's see what she does. "It's for you." I take the phone with hesitation. I should tell someone. Be logical. There's no way this will get pinned on me. "Hello? I'm going to turn you around in that cute little uniform of yours and teach you a lesson." I feel ashamed, and all I've done is answer the phone. I want to get in the fetal position and hide under the hostess stand. I want my Judy Garland safe place. "You'd like that, wouldn't you?" he continues. I've gone mute. All I can hear is his breathing. I hang up. "Please take the personal calls on your break, sweetheart." My manager is standing behind me. Honestly, that wasn't personal. Some guy's been calling, saying really perverted things. Wow, you really should have said something sooner. He probably thinks this is a game by now. If he calls again, put him on hold and transfer him to me. he says, as though I'm just the village idiot that can't handle prank phone calls, and he's going to fix it because he's the man and knows how to get the job done. I'm not sure he'll stay on the line. Just do it. I need him to call back to prove I'm not making this up. 20 minutes pass and nothing. Finally, it rings. Thank you for calling Ruby's. How can I help you? It's him. I can think of a few ways. Can you hold for a sec? His voice shifts from pervert to polite and patient. Oh, yeah, sure. I hit transfer. He's my boss's problem now. I give it a minute and head back to the office. What did he say? Sounded like a regular customer, just asked about reservations, he says. I'm beyond devastated. No need to be embarrassed, just a misunderstanding. Head home, honey. Tomorrow, you'll get a fresh start. I want to ask him to walk me to my car because whether or not he believes me, that man is quite possibly waiting for me out there. But I don't want to inconvenience him more than I already have. I power walk through the parking lot, looking over my shoulder, making sure no one is following me. Flail my arm around in the back seat to feel if someone is there, but there's a vacancy in the serial killer's hiding place. My adrenaline high subsides. At home, I toss my dress and apron in the hamper, the plastic graveyard where uniforms go to die. I'll get that fresh start tomorrow while I'm looking for help wanted signs in windows. But for now, I just want to lay here, doing what I'm best at, watching Meet Me in St. Louis in my childhood bedroom, because I'm not ready to grow up. Maybe I have too much bloom, and maybe that's the trouble with me. Thank you.
All right, you guys, that was Esther Woodman.